Welcome to the Retirement's Next Steps podcast. I'm your host, Jill Templeton-Haislip, Global Real Estate Advisor and Senior Real Estate Specialist with Russ Lyon Sotheby's International Realty DeGeorge Partners. This podcast is a valuable resource for retirees looking to connect with industry experts who can enhance your retirement experience. With so many companies, products, and services available, it can be overwhelming to know where to start. Let us help you navigate through it all and find the resources you truly need to make the most of your retirement years. As always, you can join us in person with each of our industry experts for the full presentation every month on the last Thursday at 4 p.m. Our office is located at 16872 East Avenue of the Fountains, Suite 103 in Fountain Hills, Arizona. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get started. Welcome. I am here with Debbie and Julie, and we are super excited to continue on with our Healthy Summer series. So Debbie, go ahead and tell us about Fountain Hills Healthy Heartbeats.
First of all, thank you, Jill, for having me here today. Fountain Hills Healthy Heartbeats is a treasure of mine. It's a passion of mine to bring health to the community, to make us a healthier community. Just knowing the basics of nutrition. And in order for me to share with the community, I have an office here in town, but I'm part of the community, and I try to bring health any way I can.
Perfect. What made you decide that you wanted to go down this healthy path?
That wasn't a decision I made at first. It was a little lemon that I was given, and I made lemonade. My husband had a quintuple bypass surgery 13 years ago. That being said, I wanted to be his advocate to create health more naturally. And in doing so, living a life where I thought I was doing the right thing, and I wanted to stay as natural myself.
Right.
Research, going back to school, learning nutrition, learning the natural ways not to go on any medication. That has brought me to the place where I've benefited, my family's benefited, and I had to share it with others.
Wonderful. Well, we appreciate that.
Thank you.
So, Julie.
Yes.
Julie has brought Blue Zones, hopefully, Blue Zones to Fountain Hills. Julie, introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you and the experience you've had thus far.
Sure. Thank you, Jill, for having me here too, representing the Blue Zones Fountain Hills. I am part of the Four Peaks Rotary Club here in Fountain Hills, and I'm a past president. But during my presidency, I was tasked with trying to find a project for us to do through Rotary. And my background is in mental health, behavioral health. And I noticed that we did not have a good committee for mental health and well-being, so I initiated that. Okay. And what can we do? So as I was browsing around, I came across Blue Zones. What is Blue Zones? There was a 30-day challenge, and I took that challenge, and I said, we need to be doing this in our town. Through there, I met different community stakeholders and different projects, and that's where I met Debbie here through one of the projects, a community health fair. And she said she's been doing Blue Zones. And I says, we are a Blue Zone community. We really need to be certified and get this process going. What do we need to do? And that's how that started.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, very, very excited to bring it here, as did not realize the endeavor takes a little bit more. I'm very impatient, trying to be patient, because I called up Blue Zones and said, please give me that certification right now. Says, no.
So let's backtrack just a little bit for folks who are watching and don't know, what is Blue Zones?
I'll have you explain the Blue Zones.
I'd love to. There are 5 areas in this world where communities have centenarians, people that live over 100 years old, that are thriving naturally. And there are 5 in the world. And I learned about the Blue Zones probably 10 years ago, when I thought, what is this Blue Zones? Everybody's so happy and smiling and healthy without any pharmaceutical drugs. I want to know all about this. And that's when I started to, this has a lot to do with food. And then I thought, no, it's more than food. Mm-hmm. It's moving. It's community. It's taking care of our loved ones. There's faith. There's so much. I specialize in that food part, Jill, but it's not, I know so much more to the balance of the body, and it's so important. And the 9 principles of these areas in the world are so common that Fountain Hills is just, everywhere I
Right.
go, any community involvement here in town, I think to myself, oh yeah, this is a blue zone. This is a blue zone. So we're doing it already.
I think
I'm
that once
excited.
people start learning about blue zones, they're like, oh, well, I already do some of
Absolutely.
this. How can I enhance that?
Absolutely.
And I know as I started learning more about blue zones, because I think it's fascinating and I love everything about it, they point out little things like, do you have an iRobot? Yep, I sure do. It vacuums my house for me. They're like, if you were doing that, you would be moving naturally more often. I'm like, those are things that we just look at the conveniences. And it's like, well, it just does it for me, but I'm missing out on those things. So I think it makes you more aware. Would you both agree with that?
Without a doubt. And personally, my struggles, everybody has different struggles in their health. One of mine is downshifting. We're always on the go.
Yep.
We've been, constantly going. So being involved with the blue zones makes me take it up a notch in the downshifting, to just sit, to breathe for a second, to regroup, to process things that would be so astronomical. But once you sit and breathe and have conversations, you can do this. It calms you down. So certain things, we all need certain points of those 9 principles.
Right.
Yeah.
So the concept of the blue zones is really creating or transforming your environment and the lifestyles that you have today. We always can be better. One day better, we can do something better. And these 9 principles is what Dan Buettner, who's the founder of Blue Zones, came up with the commonalities throughout these 5 regions working at National Geographic. And he put it down on paper and started to implement all of this and saying, if we do this, we can live, not that we need to live past 100, the centenary, but it's
although it'd be fun.
But it would be fun. It's the better health. It's the less stress. It's how do we come together as a community, and why are these people thriving when they don't have what we have here in America? And that's really for us to take a look at and say, hey, what can we do better each day with these 9 principles to make us less stressed and a little more happier? Do we want to be? That's a question that we all have to answer.
Yes.
And creating that environment where
easy
health
choice.
comes naturally. The you don't have to choose to do. It's just naturally. I'm going to walk a little bit more, and it takes time sometimes to get through that.
Make the healthy choice, the easy choice.
The easier way, the better. And we all can lead by example,
Right.
as well.
Something as so simple as the telephone, Joe. When we were growing up, which is when I was growing up, I don't know about you, we had to get up to answer that telephone.
Yes.
Now the telephone is on us. In order to go get food, we would have to go into the store. Now we just go through a drive-thru.
Or TV channel.
The TV channel.
All
All of
those
those
things.
things that we have created here in America, in our society, trying to make it easier for us, but then it's turned us not healthy.
Yeah. And so it kind of is shifting our mindset. Would that be fair to say?
Yeah, transforming.
Yeah.
Unlearning what we learned.
Yeah.
It's a paradigm shift.
Yeah.
Really.
So why have we decided that Fountain Hills is the place that we are going to look at for Blue Zones?
Well, at Blue Zones, one of the principles is purpose. So when I came into the Rotary Club, it was purpose. But I'm going to bring this back to 1981 when I came into Fountain Hills. My grandparents lived in Scottsdale, and I came on a after graduation trip with my sister, and I saw world's tallest fountain. We were going to Lake Saguaro to go water skiing. I said, let's go in there and see. When we pulled into the lake and I got out of the car, I said, I have a purpose here. What that purpose will be, I don't know, but I'm going to be moving here. And my sister, who is completely opposite, there's nothing here. That's perfect. Nice, quiet solitude, because I love to downshift. Exactly. So that's where it all started. I met my husband. We were getting serious. He says, I love to marry you. I go, we're going to Fountain Hills because this is where I want to live. Bam, bingo, that's what happened. So I have a purpose here, and I don't think I fulfilled it yet. And I think Blue Zones has something to do with the purpose, as everything in Blue Zones aligns with my philosophies and how we can bring that all together. And now I don't have to be talking, just as you did not have to talk about the crazy plant lady. I can talk about all of these different 9 things because it's there and I didn't create it. Although I did, maybe I pass it over to
you. Sometimes, Julie, I think life we get together and we don't know why. I'm not asking questions. I'm just going to do it. Right. We were, the Rotary was helping a health fair that I was speaking at And that's how we got to know each other, and then got to know the Rotary more, and now the Rotarian. They have the health benefits. And I thought, the Blue Zone just flourished after that. So I wanted to be a part of it. When I first came here 9 years ago with my husband, we live here full time. I was coming, snowbirding for quite some time. And I just remember driving down Saguaro and stopping the car in September at 5 o'clock, and there was no one here. It was quiet. We're from Chicago, Midwest, busy, and it was purpose.
Yes.
So I think the people that live here, the purpose is just they love it. It's a Blue Zone. It's a good feeling. The environment here in Fountain Hills, there are so many principles here that make the healthy easy and makes the happiness come easier.
Wonderful.
And ironically, we are from the same neck of the woods,
Yes.
back where we both grew up,
Right.
that we didn't know that
Right.
until we met here.
So maybe Blue Zones is my key to downshifting from being such a busy life and working full time and children and so forth and family. Maybe this is what I need too. So I think we all benefit from it.
So this is Retirement's Next Step. So typically most of the folks watching and coming into the workshop are 55 and older. And I've heard older folks say, I'm already old enough. Why do I need to get into this? Why is this important? Why is this important for our retirees that are watching this to want to get involved with Blue Zones?
Retirement is not the end of a story. Retirement is a new exciting chapter. Communities in the Blue Zone show us how retirement is not resting, slowing down, but it's vitality.
Mm-hmm.
So when you see that and you see a retirement and you're healthy and it's vibrant, there's a purpose, there's the vibrancy, and there's joy.
And the tribe.
It's all
Loved
comes
ones
together.
first. Yeah.
So, little by little, this is a lot to absorb to some people that don't know the Blue Zones, but it's just a natural voice for all of us here. And process that, just kind of every time you hear a Blue Zone, put a smile on your face.
Yeah, it gives you this sense of purpose, because when you do retire, and I'm not a fan of that word, but when you do get to that next chapter, now there's so many variables of what am I going to do now? What is going to happen to me here? But that's the time where you refocus on yourself. It's finding yourself and then finding that new revitalized purpose and putting your loved ones first, finding a tribe, getting involved with things within your community as volunteerism here in Fountain Hills just knocks it out of the park.
Oh, yes.
And then, of course, nobody wants to move out. The people that are moving into Fountain Hills, nobody wants to move out because we are thriving. So it's getting these people out of the retirement and saying, no, my life's over. No, it's just beginning. So look at it that way.
So a couple questions. How do people get involved with Blue Zones and with the current phase that we're in? And I personally think a natural first step would be to connect with you and Fountain Hills Healthy Heartbeats, because eating is a component of the Blue Zones. So touch on both of those, however it makes sense for you guys.
Absolutely. If you look at all the 5 areas of the Blue Zones, do they all eat the same? Absolutely not. There are different points everywhere in those 5: Italy, Japan, United States, Costa Rica, Greece. Those are all different areas in the world that were the first 5 original Blue Zones. But the one commonality is they ate from the earth. They ate the plants, and that is a major part of living. And what I've done in Healthy Heartbeats with my education as a health coach in that niche, I know that the natural eating naturally can heal a body.
And Julie, how would people get in touch if they want more information?
We do have a website out there. We're under the I Love Fountain Hills, and we all know what we do when we love something. We caress it, we nurture it. So you can find us under ilovefountainhills.org and a Facebook, if anybody is on that social media time. We do have a Fountain Hills Blue Zone Facebook group that you can join and meet up. We also have information on the Four Peaks Rotary website that gives what's happening today and tomorrow. So part of this Blue Zones, we can live this Blue Zones without getting certification. My purpose is I want to get that certification similar to the Dark Sky that we have here and dementia friendly, and just to make that acknowledgement of all the hardworking people in this community, whether it be the businesses, the volunteers. and something to do. So to get involved right now, we are starting phase 1, and that's our approach that we're looking to get to see how healthy is our town before we go into the next phase. How you can reach us, reach out to me anytime. I'll be more than happy to sit down with you, talk to you, whatever your interest is. And we'll be having a few events around town as well. We'll be participating in Fountain Hills Day. We're going to have a few upcoming presentations, as well as a happy hour with Chef Debbie Elder in town here, which is going to be great. So we'll do a series of 5. So just look for us on those media platforms.
It's all about getting us connected and being a community.
Absolutely.
And then we do have a steering committee, a great steering committee with 2 fabulous directors in place. Jill, you are one of those directors, so thank you. And Allison Stump, who is very involved on the youth side and is also participating in Scottsdale Blue Zone. So that is fantastic too. And reach out to anybody, and all of our names are on the website.
Yes. So I want to thank you both for being here. There is so much more information we can go into about Blue Zones, about Fountain Hills Healthy Heartbeats, but you have to be here. You have to come to the workshop so that you can interact and ask questions. And there's just so much we would love to share, but we want you guys to come in. So real quick, Debbie, how do folks get in touch with you?
You can get in touch with me by visiting my website at fountainhillshealthyheartbeats.com. You can call my cell phone. This is a community. Call my cell phone, 708-267-1413. Free consultations. Let's start a conversation.
Absolutely. And Debbie also has a cookbook that she came out with this year. So you definitely want to check that out as well. And then Julie, go ahead and share again how they can get in touch with you regarding.
Sure. Call me as well with the same area code, 708-267-5266. Love to chat with you or just meet with you. Hey, we'll have coffee, we'll have tea, whatever you want to do.
Or we can do the 5 o'clock happy hour, which is part of Blue Zone.
Correct. It's 5 o'clock happy hour. There's many ways. It's a small town. There's only 24,000. So
we'd love to hear from you.
Yes.
Yes. So thank you both for being here. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for your having us.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Retirement's Next Steps podcast. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me at 303-204-4432 or via email at jill@degeorgepartners.com. If you would like to attend one of our Retirement's Next Steps workshops, you can find the schedule on our website at Templeton-Haislip.com. Make sure to subscribe to Retirement's Next Steps YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook and LinkedIn. Wishing you a happy and fulfilling retirement. We look forward to connecting with you again soon.